around. Greetings, Cretans. My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Why didn't this stop playing? You can call me whatever you'd like. In the chat, we've got a whole bunch of lovely people. Riot9, Random FPV, Frank Nicholas, RC Ritter, Big Taters FPV, Jackalope, Chomper FPV, Richard, Mr. Huggy, Callie FPV, Chopper again. We've got Chomper and Chopper, okay. Expander, MP FPV, Envy of the Birds, I almost threw up, Patio Patterson, Riot9 again, Paul McDonald, Big Taters, Vern Kelk, the old Kelky in the house, Aaron FPV, Expander, and Big Taters. If you want to hear your name read by this lanky-armed fella, you got to say something early. If you'd like to talk directly to me, all you've got to do is type my name like Chomper did, CiottiFPV. You got to spell it right. You can't put a space in there. You can put an @ in the front, but you don't have to. This is my full-time job. If you'd like me to keep on going and keep coming with the content, I need everybody's help to some extent. You can click some buttons down below. That's free. You can click some affiliate links. That's free. Or you can go over to CiottiFPV.com, and there's a bunch of stuff that you can do for a couple of dollars. The one that helps me the most is Patreon. $3 a month. That's all. Just $3 a month. That's going to help me out a ton over on Patreon, and you're going to get access to all kinds of good stuff. Audio versions of these live streams, a bunch of tech articles that I've written over there to help you tune, to help you tune your PIDs and your filters, help you troubleshoot stuff. Lots of good stuff going on. Patreon-only streams, Discord channel, Facebook group, all kinds of good stuff going on for just $3 a month. YouTube and Instagram links. I've got some stickers and some hardware on Etsy. I've got some cool stuff going on Fiverr, and I've got some t-shirts over on Teespring, and then FPV Exchange is a wonderful little website. Again, if you're ever doing any orders from any of these sites, I do have an affiliate link which is free for you to use, and then I'll make 1 to 6% of your entire shopping cart. FPV Cycle, Amazon, for anything. If you're buying like condoms on Amazon, you're good to go. Let me get 1% of them condoms, yo. Oh my God's website, FPV Crate, Banggood, Camera Butter, and AliExpress. If you just hit any of these links before you check out, or if you change your bookmark to one of these links, I'll get 1 to 6% of your orders, and I'll piss it away on more stuff for more testing. And, you know, things like food and rent, stuff like that. Over on the Etsy store, there's a bunch of stickers, there's a bunch of random hardware. I've got some more stickers that I need to get on up here. This is Fiverr. I'm doing flight instruction. If you like the way that I was flying there at the beginning, I can help you do that. I was a driving instructor for almost 10 years in my 20s into my 30s. I got pretty damn good at it, and I've kind of taken that life skill and transformed it over here into FPV. So I've got a pretty unique background that helps me to help you guys fly a little bit better, and when you fly better, you feel better. It's, you know, kind of one-to-one. So let me help you fly a little bit better. I would love to. I'm also doing tuning. If you like the way that my tune looked, other than all that jello, which you probably couldn't tell, but there must have been a banged up prop or something because the jello was vicious. I can help you tune. I just worked with Callie FPV today on his CL1. And then I can also help you pick the right parts. If you're sick of spending $60, $70, $80 on ESCs and having them catch on fire, or the wrong motors that don't fly right, or the wrong frame that doesn't crash well, I can help you out with that. Spend a little bit of money on me, and I can help you not waste your money and your time buying the wrong parts, because I've done all that over the last 4.5 years. I've wasted lots of money and time buying all the wrong parts. Learn from me. Don't make the same mistakes yourself. I'm also working with FinFPV and Remy Tim. Remy Tim is doing FPV mentoring. FinFPV is doing editing. He will make you look like a better pilot than you are, as he's been doing with me. This is the Teespring store. All kinds of cool stuff going on. CMYK FPV did this Kill All Carbon design. I'm really, really digging it. Tote bag, phone case, shirts, posters, and then here's all the OG artwork. Some Clam Man action, the spoofed NASA logo, some collective jams, all kinds of fun stuff. If you see a color or a style that you want in a different color or style, just let me know, and I can switch it up for you. It's really easy. Teespring makes that easy. Last but not least is FPV Exchange. If you're not using FPV Exchange, you're an idiot. Get your ass on there, set up an account, import your purchases, and start selling your stuff that you're not using. and buying used stuff from other people that they're not using to save yourself some money. It's a great website designed by a great guy that really supports the hell out of the FPV scene. Nevin or Xenakis in the chat. Tonight we're going to be finishing up this glide for real this time. We're supposed to, I tried to finish it on Wednesday, but I don't know why. I don't know what took so long on Wednesday, but I think we can finish it tonight. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Type in the chat if you think I'll finish it tonight or not. Chomper FPV tagged me and said, what's up? Big Taters FPV tagged me and said, yo, what's up? You guys can either tag me and I'll read your comment, or you can do a super chat, or you can do a PayPal over on CiottiFPV.com. If you scroll to the bottom, there's a PayPal button. Use the PayPal thing if you don't want YouTube to take 30%. I don't care. They can have 30%. They give me this platform to stream on. Rabaxon says, anyone on the fence for Shark Bite? Get FPV has the RX module on sale for $100. Wow, that's not bad. Also says, I'm Oric, can't stay long, we'll pop back in. Espander says, dive it. I have that at the beginning of the stream. That is basically the impossible dive. Nobody has done it. Many have tried. When you fuck that dive up, the whole rig is you might as well just send it into the ocean because nothing survives. And it's really tight. I know it doesn't look that tight. That's what she said. But once you're in it, it is. That's what she said. It is just, yeah, that dive is just brutal. I would love to be the first one to do it, but man, is it expensive to try. I'm about $500 into that dive by now. I've wrecked 2 full rigs attempting it. Nobody else, nobody's done it yet, and I don't know if anybody will, because like once you get in it, there's no getting out, and it's just all concrete, and it's really far down to, it's a really long fall to the concrete, and it's just, yeah, it just hits like a ton of bricks. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see if I can hit that at some point. It'd be kind of cool to be the first and maybe only person to hit that dive, but it's a little too tight and it's a little too tall. That's not what she said. MPFPV says, do you think 10mm motor bearings are the future with Bob having 10 mils in his 25mm motor? I don't see many downsides with 10mm bearings. The only downside of going to bigger bearings is that it reduces the stator volume a little bit. The poles of the stator has all these poles on it. The inside part of the pole has to get shortened up a little bit. That's kind of fine because that part of the pole doesn't really do any work. I mean, it does a little bit of work, but it does the least amount of work. So I would love for 10mm bearings to be the future, because it allows the balls in there to be bigger. And, you know, who doesn't like a set of big old balls? I'm so sorry. There's that. Yeah, big balls. Big balls are better. So yeah, it's all good things. It's all good things. It's just a matter of, will the manufacturers tool up for the bigger balls? Why am I such a fucking 8-year-old? Hold on, it's hot as shit in here already. Hold on. All this big ball talk's got me hot. Yeah, the motor manufacturers are gonna have to change their molds and change their tooling and all that shit to get ready for bigger balls. And God knows if they'll be willing to do that or not, right? Bob goes to these manufacturers and says, hey, I need you to do it this way because it's better. And they're like, well, we're not set up for that. And he's like, I don't care. Do it. And so they do it. Maybe they'll, you know, all rip them off like they typically do and start all doing it, and we can benefit. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that would be great. It's gonna make the top bearing. It's actually gonna reduce friction for the balls to be bigger. But it's also gonna make that top bearing stronger, and well, both bearings stronger. And that's a good thing. That top bearing does take a lot of abuse. Typically, every second or third motor bell that I bend, it'll kill the bearing as well. So bigger balls in that top bearing is gonna maybe get me to like 3 or 4 or 5 bent motor bells, which is, you know, less maintenance is a good thing. Chris Croft says, watching you, seeing as our race event got canceled last minute, that sucks. Rain. Adam Cable says, what's up? Expander says, have you ever done any damage to any property while crashing? I have not. Yeah, I have not. It seems really sketchy flying around buildings with glass and whatnot like that. But what you want to remember is, like, you're never generating a lot of momentum towards the glass, right? Like, all we ever do is skim alongside of the glass. You know, we do like wall rides, we do dives, we do climbs up it. We never like fly directly at the glass. And if we do, like, the plan is to stop. You know what I mean? So like, I've never personally, and I don't know if I've ever really seen anybody just go like fucking banging into the glass on the side of a building. That being said, all of these big tall buildings have to use hurricane glass, which is like unbelievably strong, and I really don't think that we could punch through that. So yeah, I mean, I've smacked into buildings a bunch, but it's when I'm skimming next to it, you know. So and it doesn't really do any damage. Like maybe it leaves a little tiny mark or something, I guess. But like, who gives a shit? So yeah, I've never hurt anything other than my rigs and my pride while crashing. And, you know, I've been in Atlanta here for a little over 2 years, flying nothing but spots where the potential to damage property is huge. So yeah, it just kind of doesn't happen, which is pretty slick. You know, I'm not going to say that it can't happen, but it's very, very, very rare. Go-Kart Mozart says, pack what you're smoking. Nothing, actually, man. I am high on life. Ugh. Sorry you had to witness that. Terrible, what's the word for that? I don't know what the word for that is. June Logo says, what's good? Riot9 says, at 1.5 hours for the bottom plate, I don't think it'll get finished tonight. Well, screw you, Riot9. I'm going to get started on it right now. Here we go. Chat is caught up. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in there. I actually need to go get a bottle of water, or I will die. So here, watch this for a second. I'll be right back. Oh no, I'm not gonna make you watch this. It's the GoPro's upside down. This will make you throw up. Wait a second. Can I maybe? Oh, hey! Look at that. Be right back. Enough of that nonsense. Oh god, I hit all the wrong buttons. All the wrong buttons. Look what showed up! FPV crate. This time I won't wait 4 months to open it on stream. I promise. Hang on. Aren't you glad I came back so you didn't have to just stare at the thing for 20 minutes? Alright. Oh god, what's happening with the chat? There we go. No, we're good. Chat's good to go. Okay, cool. Time for work. Hit me with those questions if you've got them. If not, just hang out and watch the cinematic glide get finished. Yeah. Okay. So, what do we gotta do? We gotta put this motor number 2 on, and then we just need to shorten the rear motor wires, and I mean, that's kind of it. We'll be kind of good to go at that point. Throw the top plate back on. I should put the GPS on this. I should. Well, let's see how tacking these motors goes. Soldering iron has been turned on. It is at 78 degrees. Now it's at 80, 83, 85, 90, 93, 97, 100, 106, 110, 114, 118, 100. Okay, so this guy's going to go up here. We're going to do my super secret way of mounting them, where this wire goes forwards and then the other guys go to 45. And, we'll be good to go. Yeah, there was a lot of jello. I don't remember what the hell was wrong. That was more than motor bell jello. That was like bent prop blade jello, I think. Or maybe it was, I don't know. That was a long time ago. That was from around Christmas time of last year. So God only knows what was going on with that rig. What I was about to say earlier is that I'm gonna put this. I have to put this GPS on. Does it tell me which ports are which? Yeah, it does. Ground, RX, TX, 5 volt. Yeah, I can just zap it on over here. Let me do it right now. If I do it right now, then I won't be able to not do it. If I put them on here and then I run them across and then it goes up on the battery strap, yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna put it on. I've got just 4 perfect pads right here: ground 5 volt, RX 5, TX 5. You guys want to take bets whether or not I put the TX on the RX and the RX on the TX? I'm just gonna do it, and we'll just see what happens. Maybe it's I got a 50-50 shot at getting it right. So we're just gonna do it, and whatever happens, happens. What do you say? I need ground, and I need 5 volt first. So we're gonna do them, and then we'll take care of RX and TX next. Okay. We got a little bit of ground, a little bit of 5 volt. Let's do the ground first. I'm actually going to use the through holes, which I haven't done in a while. Should be kind of fun. Or not. Patrick is going to lose his mind. He's going to be so happy that I'm finally doing this. He's been bugging me for a while to have at least one rig on GPS. He's absolutely right. I'm just a stubborn son of a bitch. Okay. And, like, I haven't had GPS for so long, it's just like, I don't need it. I don't need no fucking GPS. You know what I mean? You guys don't know what I mean. Nobody knows what I mean. Nobody understands me. One person understands me. Okay, here we go. Going with ground first. I'm just going to sneak the soldering iron in here. And now hopefully I can sneak enough solder in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And now we're going to go 5 volt. Yeah. All right, and then I'm just going to take a guess on the RX and the TX. If it works, great. If not, I'll switch these. Those two fellas look good. Put this in here. Put this in there. And the reason I'm guessing is that this is insane. I can't guess. This is ridiculous. This is a GM8, a Goku GM8 Mini V1.0. Goku GM8 Mini V1.0. Goku. What did I say? GM8 Mini. GM8 Mini V1.0 GPS. Let's see what happens. Get FPV. Tell me the wiring diagram. Tell me. Come on. So some of these manufacturers, when they say that a wire is TX, they expect you to run that to the RX. And if they tell you that a wire is, and vice versa, some of the manufacturers, it's the opposite of that. And so, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know which is which. And I'm really tempted to just guess, like I've been saying. But it's kind of insane to not at least take 30 seconds to really quickly look. And I mean, it doesn't look like they're giving any info on it. So, oh, nope. Yeah, they're really not giving any info. So, let me do this. I'll run the TX to the TX pad, and I'll run the RX to the RX pad. So, according to this, the RX... Enough! Enough! No more ducks. What did I say? RX is green. RX is green. So I'm going to run that to the RX on the flight controller. That's the way it was. Look at that. See? See? That's why you just take a guess. Because it would have been right anyway. Well, maybe it's not right. I don't know. But it would have been what I'm planning on doing here anyway. So... yeah, when in doubt, don't look anything up, just take a guess. Only when it's 50-50. When it's 50-50, you have my approval to take a guess. Because, you know, when you look it up, you'll get confused anyway, because that's FPV. Here we go. Oh, shitters. Get back down there, friend. Hey, there we go. Let me, I want to add a little bit more solder here. There we have it. Okay, good. There's that one, and let's get the other one. All right. I'm not going to configure the GPS or do anything with it at the moment. I'm just putting this on here so that it's on here. I can't believe I just did that. I feel like such a overachiever. Cool. There's now a GPS connected to one of my quads. Sad times. Let's get the motors put on because they're what I really care about. Patrick, now you have to stop yelling at me. That's all. It's the only reason I did that, is so that Patrick would stop telling me, put a GPS on it, you jerk. I mean, like I said, he's right. He's absolutely right. But, you know, I'll be damned if I'm going to admit that. Hey, chat's blowing up. BeepTube says you might want to put positive wire on 3.3 volt. It says 3.3 volt to 5 volt, so I should be good. BeepTube says, did that flight controller have a barometer? I don't think it does. Alpha Slaw says, the day after I put GPS on my cinematic, it saved the quad, dipped a bit low, put 2,500 feet of corn between me and the quad. GPS rescue took over and brought her home, LOL. Yeah, that's the, yeah. Tiago says you're going to dive into GPS hell configuration. Yeah, realistically, I'm going to try to browbeat Patrick into doing it for me next time he's hanging out. BeepTube says, never mind on 3.3, it looks like it wants 4.5 or above. Go-Kart says, quack, quack, quack. Are you sure you're sober? I am. Expander says that shiny carbon is looking really nice. Yeah, I know. This frame is so beautiful. I never thought carbon fiber would look so good with a gloss finish to it, but and then Kelky says if it's wrong, switch it at the plug end. Oh god, that's true. Good fucking call. Yeah, it's true. I could totally pull those pins out and just swap them. Okay, motor time. You know what time it is. It's motor time. Here we go. Wait, no. Get a little bit of flux on here. Oh man, I'm gonna need a new flux pen. My flux pen has it sprung a leak. It would appear that it's leaking, and it's getting sticky shit all over the place. A problem that all of us men have at some point in our lives. Am I right, boys? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. 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 Ew, gross. Ooh, yikes. Ooh. Wow. That is a sticky mess. Oh! Almost dropped the soldering iron itself. Here we go. Motor number 2. Getting connected. How the hell did the tip of this oxidize so quickly? I feel like I just cleaned it. Alright, first one is on. Oh god, what a beautiful solder joint. Oh man. I should be given the Nobel Peace Prize for that one. That's how good it looks. Second one. Oh my god, 2-time Nobel Peace Prize winner CiottiFPV just making sexy joints up in here tonight. Just a bucket of sexual energy. Brockmeyer bringing the sexy to the stadium. I need to get Hulu again. I gotta get back on watching Brockmeyer. That fucking show. Oh, I love it so much. Hank Azaria, you brilliant man, you. If you guys have Hulu and you haven't been watching Brockmeyer, you're idiots. And I'm gonna come to your house and put it on for you, and then give you a pat on the back and say, you're welcome. Enjoy. Thought I was going to say I'm going to light you on fire, didn't you? You thought you knew everything about me. You thought you knew me. You don't know shit. How dare you judge me? Think all I can do is say horrible things. I see how it is. Alright, cool. So those wires will tuck up and out of the way real nicely like. Let's get some motor screws up in this motherfucker. And then, yeah. We'll shorten the leads on motors 1 and 2. Do a couple stupid little housekeeping things and we'll be all set. Alright. Ah! Why did I think that would work? Why did I think that would stay in there? In what world would that stay in there? BeepTube says he's heard Bardwell say a number of times that GPS units often fry over time at 5 volt. Really? That's fucking annoying. Although I guess you can tell if they fry, right? Well, and now that I've got the plug header, I can just buy another one. I don't even know if there's a... yeah, there is a 3 volt pad. It's all the way over here. Well, I'll do some guinea pigging. I'm down to be a guinea pig. We'll see if this thing blows up. If it does blow up, I assume that I'll know it, right? Because it just won't show any satellites or whatever. Cool. Motor 2 is done. And happy days are here at last. Why is that so loose? Don't say it. Don't type it. Don't type it in the chat. Don't you do it. I see you. No. There could be ladies in here. Don't type it. It's bad. Don't send that. Don't post that in the chat. Don't you do it. Really? Nobody's going to do it? Nobody's going to do it? Tiago says, GPS at 5 volt is a question of time. Some are sensitive. Wait, what? Question of time. Some are sensitive and take seconds, other months. What do you mean, Tiago? I got lost in that. I can't believe nobody typed that's what she said. I'm so disappointed with you people. That's right, I said you people. And I meant it. Yeah. Let's chop this here. Or desolder this here. So I don't have to fuck with the ESC itself. Oh, come on. Let's get the sticky, disgusting flux. Oh, yeah, this thing is leaking like a motherfucker. Oh, my God. Man, I just did a goddamn Amazon order, too. And I only ordered one thing on there. I got an additional 4 terabyte hard drive because I am out of storing. That's what I thought he was saying, Frank. Well, fuck. I mean, it has to have a regulator on it. Oh, maybe not. No, it does. It's under this. It's under the seat shields. God damn it! Why does everything have to be such a fucking nightmare? Alright, you sons of bitches. I'll put it on a goddamn 3.3 volt pad. There's only one. It's all the way over here. No, I'm not doing it. I'll let it blow up. I don't want it on there anyway. No, I'm not doing it. We're going to stress test the Goku GPS. That's final. Trying to make me do more work. Trying to make me not get this shit done tonight. I see how it is. Enablers. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not doing it. Sometimes you just got to take a stand. This is me taking a stand. Fight the power. Hey. Okay. We've got the murder off. So now we just need to chop these guys down. Let's see how long they want to be. Oh, wow, perfect. Okay, so this is going to be hanging out like that, and that's going to be all up on there. So these fellas are going to be... So this guy is going to go up and over, and he's going to hit the pad roughly there. So get that chopped down. And then his little next door neighbor, nope, that's not the right one. This is the right one. This little guy is going to be like that, and then he's going to kind of come over here, so I can just kind of chop him there. And then this last little buddy is going to come all the way over here and then kind of come down like that. And... Alright, that should be pretty close. Let's get them stripped, tin them, and zap them down, and we'll see if I measured them properly. Place your bets. Usually I get it pretty good. Okay. Alright. Get this going here. Okay. One more. And... It's important to of course make the noise when you're stripping wires. It adds to the experience, and it also makes your fingernails sharper so that they'll cut through the insulation a little bit better. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. It's been tested. They tested it along with the shrimp wrap. Made from live shrimps. 100% electronic, boys and girls. That's all I've got to offer you here. 100% electronic. There we go. We are tinned. Tiago says AT is the version of the model and the version of the GPS. Oh, what is the... it's a Goku, I had it on the screen a minute ago. It's a Goku, Goku GM8 Mini V1.0. I'm 17. And my voice is cracking. I just hit puberty. No offense to anybody that's in the middle of puberty. It's all good. We've all been there. And quite frankly, celebrate the fact that you're at the only point in your life where it's kind of okay for your voice to crack like that. Your voice is going to crack like that periodically for the rest of your life, and you're going to feel like such an idiot. So right now, just embrace that shit. Because you've got an excuse. For the rest of your life, you won't really have an excuse. Your excuse will just be, ugh, I'm the worst. All right. 2 wires down. Let's get the third one. all up in here. And I think I cut these a little too short, but whatever, it's fine. It's close enough. We gonna be all right. There we go. All right, motor 1 is done. Look at this progress. Can you guys even believe it? This is very unlike me. Getting this shit done. Come on. There we go. Throw some motor screws in just so this thing's not flopping around. Jackalope FPV with a $5 super chat. He says, happy Friday, you filthy animals. P.S. Any updates on the CiottiFPV lanyard or goggle strap? Jackalope, thank you for the support, my man. Very, very cool of you. No update. To be honest, I completely forgot. What would you guys want to see on them? The OG logo or the new Nintendo style logo or I mean, I guess what I could do is like a sticker bomb kind of thing with all the sticker designs. But I would rather pick one of the logos. I'd rather pick either the OG logo or the new red and white Nintendo style logo. So, like, for example, we could go, like, old... If you guys decide you'd rather have the old logo, right? We could go, like, old logo and then, like, Clam Man, the Nut Grabber graphic, what the hell else? The fake NASA graphic, maybe. And, yeah. Do that, like, sticker bomb style. Or... we could do all that with the new logo. Or, like, just the logo, repeat it over and over and over again. That works, too. I don't know. I don't know. It would definitely be, like, a base color of purple. That's for damn sure. Oh, maybe red. No, maybe red, because the Tweed FPV Ciotti grip tape is purple. So then if the goggle lanyard is red, yeah, ultra nerd. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. I'm right. Oh, what was that? Just adding a little bit of solder to these pads. That's better. Okay. June Loco, yes, I put GPS on a minute ago. And I put it on the 5-volt pad like an idiot. But we're going to stress test this. It's my excuse for being lazy. We're going to stress test this this Goku by leaving it on 5-volt, not moving it to 3.3, which is what everybody's telling me I should do. These little GPS units only cost like $1 though, so it'll be a good little test. I mean, there's got to be a 5-volt regulator inside the GPS. There's, like, no reason that it should fail other than that they all eventually fail. I don't know. It'd be nice if one of these manufacturers made something that's, you know, didn't explode just, like, once or twice, you know? It'd be kind of cool. Write your senator. Okay, let's get these wires cut down to length. We'll strip them, tin them, zap them, and I think at that point all the soldering will be done. So we got that one going there. I got this one. That's going to come down and wrap around and go all up in there. Come on. Come on. Okay, and then the last one, but not the least one, is going there. Ah, come on. There we go. That's better. All right. Where'd that go? Okay. A little bit of stripping. Okay. What's going on in the chat? If it fails by the V2, that is 5 volt. Tiago says, perfect! I like V2s of things. Beautiful. That's the move. Tiago, thank you for giving me the perfect excuse to not have to put this damn thing onto the 3.3 volt pad. That's what it is, guys. That was the reason all along. I just didn't want to tell you guys that. I wanted to give Tiago a chance to say it. Yeah, that's it. We're just gonna stress test this one. When it blows up, it'll be our excuse to get the V2.0. And since the cable's already on there, I'll be able to just unplug it and plug the new one in. So, yeah. Beautiful. That's a true friend right there, that Tiago. Supporting laziness since 2020. Come on, get in there. Get in there, solder. There we go. All right. 2 out of 3. Let's get the last one tinned up here. There it is. Okay. We're going to go tweezer ham here. Move the work around a little bit. Let's actually bring it up here like this. And push these down and out of the way. And here we go. Yeah, let's come in like this. All right. Get it nice and flat on the pad here. Make sure we got it exactly where we want it. I'm using the middle finger on my left hand to push down on the frame to kind of stabilize the frame a little bit so it doesn't move around. And here we go. You want to always make sure that you're controlling the wire with the tweezers, not with the tip of the soldering iron, because at some point you're going to have to remove the tip of the soldering iron. And if you're holding the wire down with the tip of the soldering iron and the wire doesn't want to stay down in that spot, it's not going to be great. You know what I want to do? I want to switch over to the CiottiFPV work mat to see if that's a little bit better. One of the things that I don't like about this work mat is that the rig kind of moves around. Now, I mean, it's an easy fix. You just get masking tape and you just tape the rig down. But then you get, every time you want to move the rig, you gotta fucking, release the masking tape, re-stick it. This mat from CiottiFPV, and I don't know which crate, but this mat here, which I believe is neoprene, it's got a little bit of, I think it might have a little bit of grip to it. So, yeah, let's give this a shot. Obviously, I'm not going to want to touch the tip of the soldering iron to this, but that never happens to me. Like, I never really run into that. I never really touch the tip of the soldering iron to the work mat, since, there's no reason to do that. I wonder what the solder balls will do, though. I wonder if the solder balls are going to burn through this. Let's find out. So here is the second motor wire here. Let's just get it in the tweezers. Get it where we want it. And so the rig still moves around a little bit. You can kind of see it. But there does seem to be a little bit more grippiness. I don't know. Seems okay. Alright. That wire went on nice. Last one here. I don't really notice a difference thus far, if I'm completely honest. But that's okay. I'm also kind of wondering if this mat will like prevent screws from rolling away. I still do need to get this mat flattened out. It's not perfectly, it's still got like the memory of the folds in it. So yeah, it'll sit a little bit more flat. I'll put some weights and books on it and shit. Let's try to flatten it out. Well, there we go. I think the soldering is now officially done on this rig. I left these motor wires a little bit longer, which I'm happy about, to run out and around this little nut. And yeah, this is looking good. So I can pull, let me pull the fourth screw off of one of these front arms so I can put it into the rear arm. Okay. Jude Logo says, do you have a Rotor Riot tattoo also? I don't have any tattoos. I am a big, boring, lanky goofball. Okay. That motor is cranked down. Let's crank these guys down while we're at it here. And cool. So that's a quad. Let's hang the camera on the front here. What do you say? What do we got going on for TPU? We got some violet. Do I have a violet camera mount? Is a question that I have for the universe. Let's see what we got in here. We're gonna be I'm going to use a little bit of a different camera. This is a Runcam Micro Swift 3. This is the best CCD camera that Runcam ever made, I think. And I'm curious if it will help out at all with the lens distortion that will just, I don't know if it's lens distortion. It might be CMOS distortion. That I typically get with CMOS cameras when I fly really low to the ground. I have a feeling I'm going to end up moving this rig over to a Micro Eagle, but we'll see. I'm curious about this camera, so I'm going to do a little test and let you guys know how it goes, of course. So when I use this camera loop, I always like to use a little plastic washer. BeepTube says that Runcam has a global shutter. Yep, it sure does. This mat is pretty cool looking, I gotta admit. And in theory, it'll autofocus better. Oh wow, it totally does. You guys see how quickly that picked up the autofocus? It doesn't like to focus back down though. Ooh, that autofocus is nice though. Let's see how quick. Oh, wow. Okay, I guess this is my new mat. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's a big difference. You guys can notice that, right? So, wow, okay. I have a feeling that this is going to be my new work mat. It's cool looking too, right? Got a cool kind of vibe to it. Move it over a little bit here. Yeah, look at that. I do have to flatten it out though. Can you guys see the... You probably can't see because you're looking right down it, but there's creases. It's kind of sitting up a little bit. Okay, so with this fella, I need a couple little plastic washers. Let me get that going. It just helps with the screws are a little bit too long without the plastic washers, because the TPU is very thin on these guys. So you take your little plastic washer. Oh my god, that's all the Logitech needed. It just needed a different mat. And you take it and you put it in there, and you just mash it down. She's mashing it. And yeah, you just put it in there like that. And now it's thick enough. Jesus. What is, oh right, it's an M2. Cool. And it helps if you put the screw in there. That'll kind of help mash it that last little bit. Mash it! And then what you got to do is you got to give it a little bit of pressure when you push it into the camera the first time, because you got to kind of compress it. You'll if you do it, you'll see what I mean. You just got to give it a little bit of love. Caleb says, "Do you fly analog?" I do. Digital is too expensive and not really a finished product in my opinion quite yet. The variable latency and just the amount of latency that it's got is a little bit of a deal breaker. I had my hopes up for SharkBite, but the fact that SharkBite is only 16:9 right now is really annoying. I'm sure that at some point somebody will come out with a camera that's 4:3. FPV Exchange was kind enough to send me over a SharkBite setup, which I haven't used on anything yet. Mainly because of the 16:9 thing. I know that I'm not going to like flying in 16:9. I've tried it before. It's just not. It doesn't. Yeah, it's not good. But there's some other reasons. I mean, the big reason is that like I feel like every single person that's reviewed it has been like, this is no good. So I'm kind of like, why am I gonna ignore those reviews, right? Like, why am I gonna ignore those reviews and think like, oh, maybe it'll be better for me? Like, no, it won't. But I do. That new VTX came out. The new 20x20 VTX came out, so I got one of those. And then I realized it's too big to. Once it arrived, I realized it's too big to fit in anything, which is kind of annoying. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to convince myself and or find the time to put it into the second Cinesplorer. Or the smart thing would be to wait. To wait for a 4x3 camera to come out. Like, that's a real big problem. Like, flying in 16:9 is not what you want. You don't want additional left to right field of view. You want additional up and down field of view. Although I guess you could argue that on a Cinewhoop that matters a lot less. Although, come to think of it, you could actually argue that it matters more on a Cinewhoop, because if you want to, if you're in a situation where you need to cover ground with a Cinewhoop, you've already got to bury the nose, and you're typically running a really low up tilt, so it becomes really hard to cover a bunch of ground with the Cinewhoops. You know where I really noticed that is when I was filming a football practice. And I was using the Cinewhoop to try to like chase the ball as it left people's fingers or feet as they threw or kicked it, and I would have to just bury the nose and just look at the ground and hammer the throttle. And yeah, that was on 4x3. So on 16:9, that would be even more exaggerated. Typically, that's not how you fly Cinewhoops, right? Typically, Cinewhoops are being flown slowly indoors, but it's nice to have rigs that are as dynamic as possible, so that if you need to cover ground, you can. Basically, I don't see any benefit of flying in 16 by 9. You know what I'm saying? There's really no situations that I can think of where you would want 16 by 9 in your goggles. Phone is on fire. Oh, shit was out of focus? Okay. Thanks, Frank. Oh, shit. My neighbor left me some cookies. Ooh, I got the best neighbors ever. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just going to run and grab the cookies. You can watch me run. Shit. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, they're huge. Look at the size of these sons of bitches. Ooh, big ass cookies. Ooh, wow. I was out at Target this afternoon. My downstairs neighbor texted me, and she said, "You have any butter that I can borrow?" And I said, "I'm at Target. I'll buy you some. What do you want?" Oh. Oh. Homegirl knows how to make some cookies. Ooh. Mmm. 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 Oh. This is such a homemade cookie. This is so homemade. Oh. Shit. Oh. Mmm. Mmm. What happened with the focus? I jinxed it? No. Such is life. Ah! Ooh, man. I haven't had a homemade cookie in a while. Adam Cable says, watch this weed in there. He's going to be fucked up in like 15 minutes. Oh, man. That would be fun. Oh, my God. All right, I'm not going to eat any more. No more. Oh my god. Tiago says those bot grinder cookies. They're not. Speaking of bot grinder, though, he's coming up in 50 minutes. Ow. Oh. Sorry I ruined that for you, Benjamin Rest. Oh, man. I gotta learn how to make homemade cookies. Fuck. Whoa. I gotta go get some milk. Hold on. Stand by. Ow! Ooh, I faulted. Do you guys see me do the adult thing and put the milk in a glass and drink it out of a glass? Definitely not. Oh my god, it was out of focus for 3 minutes. Jesus. Aaron FPV's got a gluten intolerance. Aaron, get the sweet Josie, sweet Annie, Josie, Annie, Annie, Josie, Annie, Josie, Annie, Josie, sweet something, sweet Josie, sweet Annie, Josie, Josie, Annie, sweet Rebecca. Rebecca? Is it Rebecca? Lauren! It's Lauren! Sweet Lauren. Yo, these are legit. I shit you not. I'm fine with gluten, but I like these better than the other cookies. Get these, yo. They're real good. These fudgy brownie ones are good, and then the regular chocolate chip ones are really good too. Sweet Lawrence. I was way off. Why is this opened? What? Who opened this? What kind of a monster opens it and just takes one out of there? What? Yo, what the fuck? Somebody fuck me. BeepTube says Carl of Divimath is aware of the desire for 4x3 SharkBite camera. I've been beta testing new micro camera and it's stunningly good. TX5R.1 BTX is pretty incredible at 200 milliwatts. Very cool, BeepTube. Yeah, SharkBite is. I was really hoping that the new SharkBite VTX would work in the glide frame, but unfortunately it won't. So I don't know. Maybe it's analog forever for me. Nice, Aaron FPV. Yeah, they're really good. Athix says, I got the stack for the 9-inch in. Very cool. Frank Nicholas says, that's the that is not true, Frank Nicholas. Not true, bro. Adam Cable says, watch... Oh, wait, we got that? Go-Kart Mozart needs one of those cookies now. BeepTube's comment. Windjumble says, interesting. Athix says, my buddy lost his Chameleon TI in the ocean. He asked for a versatile frame. I said, get a glide. He bought a Marmot. Sucks for him. He went from bad to worse. Windjumble says, really? I fly 16.9 for more peripheral vision. 4x3 is good for racing tunnel vision. Basically, we don't do many moves where we yaw to take advantage of the extra field of view that 16:9 gives. But we do a lot of movements where we pitch forward and pitch back, right? Like, for example, if you're running 30-degree up tilt and you put the nose down, you can put the nose down far enough where you lose the horizon completely, and you're only... Like, if you really want to get going, you can bury the nose, even on a 4x3 camera. On a 16:9 camera, that's going to be even worse. And then alternatively, if you're in a situation where you want to slow down and stop, or even go backwards, yeah, with a 16:9 camera, you're gonna run, the horizon is gonna go off the bottom of the screen a lot earlier. Yeah. Right 9. This is where the focus went to hell. Caleb says, what budget goggles do you recommend? My path was $60 Eachine VR 007, 006, whatever, super cheap box goggles, and then directly to Fat Shark HD3s. I kind of feel like that should be your guys' path as well. Like, to get up in the air, get the cheapest goggles you can find, just whatever. And then as soon as you can, get a set of used Fat Sharks. That's the move, in my opinion, is to get used Fat Sharks. Specifically, I would say used Fat Shark HD3s. The HD3 is a phenomenal goggle. You can get them pretty cheap used. You get Fat Shark customer service. You get access to the module bay. Yeah, so that's going to be my recommendation, is get the cheapest whatever goggles that you can find for now, and just start hunting for a set of HD3s used on Facebook Marketplace and FPV Exchange and eBay. I think I'm caught up on chat. BeepTube says, I've noticed that the helmet cams for the space suits used on the ISS seem to be old school CCD. I assume wireless, much like our gear. Interesting. I wonder why they would want CCD. Might be like for durability reasons. Because it gets awful cold out there in space. And then Kelky says, don't forget to Loctite the motor screws. Talking from experience, QAVS Mini. Yeah, I check I typically don't need to Loctite them. I crank them down pretty good, and then I check them fairly often. It is a good idea to do it, but I don't think I have time to get this thing finished and do that. I'll do that off the stream. Athix loves his HD3 goggles. Came from Dominator V3. Let's finish this thing up, ladies and germs. Camera is somewhat mounted. And let's just get it down onto these standoffs the rest of the way. One of the things I like about these hex standoffs is the TPU is a little bit too tight on them. But I mean, you guys know me. I'd rather have it too tight than too loose. Christ. Bunch of fucking 8-year-olds. And I'm the ringleader. Ugh. I'm the cult leader. What are these, 20 mil standoffs? Alright, so we gotta just push this down a little bit here. And then it's gonna push it the rest of the way. Alright, we're looking good. Here's the moment of truth. Is this camera cable long enough? Will it... Why is this motor locked up? What? What? What's going on here? Why is this motor all locked up? What? What? Why? I thought these were like kind of fresh motors on here. The bell's not wobbling. Why is it... What's happening? Why is it locking up like that? Well, I'm not going to fly it tonight. I'll just assemble it tonight. Here we go. Is it long enough? It is! My God, just barely. I am going to take a couple little twists out of the wire just to make it a little bit longer. Because it's kind of tight. Yeah! Oh my God, I'm really happy about that. That's really nice that it's just barely long enough there. Okay, cool. So, not gonna have to worry about this wire getting out into the props. Oh boy, look at that. So yeah, we got a little bit of slack in it. That's fine. That's fine. It'll be okay. Yeah. Wow. That's like that's not my favorite, but not the worst either, I guess. Flight controller has a little bit of wiggle. That's good. I still do need to stick this this capacitor down, and I'm going to do that with a little piece of VHB. Get that going here real quick. Okay, cool. Riot 9 says, is the arm upside down? No motor screw cut out on the arm. What do you mean, Riot 9? The arms are... There is no top or bottom on the glide arms. They can go either way. No, Dan, there's like dirt or grit or some shit in there. There's like sand up in there. Hopefully it's just dirty. There's a chance that it took a hit. That's why I was spinning it like that. I was trying to see if the motor bell was rubbing, or the magnets were rubbing on the stator, but it does not appear that they are. Okay, so let's get this little piece of VHB here, and it's happy little home. And I think I want this right like that. And then we're going to get an extra little bit of retention with either a zip tie or I am going to use a little bit of wrap strap. So, oh, wait, maybe not. If I use the wrap strap, it's going to cover up one of these LEDs. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Okay, so let's see how much wrap strap I need. I'm going to have to cut that bottom one open, and then this top one, so roughly here is where I need to cut it. Right there. Hopefully that's right. Let's find out. Zip and zap, and then on the bottom, we're going to cut these little legs off here. Zippity zappity zoop. Don't poop in the soup. JFPV says, Schizo 3-inch on EMU, you got a tune for it. I don't, JFPV. That frame has the carbon fiber weave going the wrong direction. So I have a feeling that you're not really gonna be able to go much beyond the stock tune, if I'm completely honest. So I would just run that with the stock tune, and the frame is not going to really hold up very long with the carbon fiber in the orientation that it is. So pretty quickly, I have a feeling that frame will blow up, and then you can replace it with something that's a lot better, like the BQE Rip Squeak. Hate to be the bearer of bad news on that one, but I would rather kind of like warn you so that you're not super disappointed when it blows up, and or so that you don't think it was your fault. It's not. Preston doesn't know how to design frames, and it's very evident when you look at that frame. That's a pretty basic error in frame design, and it's a shame. It's a shame that there's still people designing frames that have no idea what they're doing, designing and selling frames that don't know these basic things to make the frame somewhat durable. But it's not just them. Most of the Armatan frames are like that. It's one of the reasons why I always encourage you guys to stay away from Armatan frames. Chris from Armatan refuses to listen to every single other person in the entire industry that tells him that by doing that, it cripples the strength of the frame. But, he knows better than anybody because he's been around for longer. That's all that matters, right? Like if you've just been around for a long time, then just by osmosis you know better than everyone in the world. That's how it works, right? Oh wait, no, that's what idiots think. Got it. Right. I remember now. Sorry guys. I forgot for a second there. This fucking thing is gonna just fall out of here. I gotta do something to secure it, I guess. Whatever. Worry about that later. These guys need some VHP here as well. The rears already have it. It was left over, and it did have a half decent amount of stickiness, so I'm just going to leave it. Right 9 says, I was thinking that may be why the motor was binding. Arm upside down, motor screw. Oh, gotcha. Oh, so you're talking about the middle cutout? Now, the glide frame has the cutout that goes all the way through. I hate when they don't put the cutout all the way through. Like, I get what they're trying to do with that, but not being able to get access to the screw that holds the bell on is just insane. Like, if that really mattered so much to you, you could just make like a little plug and just put like a little plug in the bottom that you could remove to try to keep the shit out of the bottom bearing. But here's the thing. The bearings are sealed, so like you don't need to really do that. Like you can let the bottom bearing get shit caked up in it, and then just wipe it out, and it's fine. It's this whole like solving problems that don't exist thing. It really drives me insane. As those of you that have been around for a while, I'm sure know. All right. Let's get this stuck to the bottom of the race wire here. And I'm using the tweezers because I want to make sure that I get it stuck as far up this way as possible. Because that's where it gets sort of like the most stressed, I guess you could say. There we go. Okay, that's not at all what I wanted to happen. But we're going to make it work. That's better. There we go. Okay. Terrific. What the hell? Why won't you stick, you jerk? Stay. Stay on there. Your VHB, the word very high and bond are the name of you. Be very high bond-like, please. I am going to go back to using zip ties on the arms. And I got some purple ones. So let's throw these on here. Get this thing started. So props out. So it's going to hit the back first. So I'm going to come around the front. Okay. Seems insane to use such a big zip tie for such a skinny little arm, but these zip ties really do get the shit kicked out of them, so it's kind of important to use a big old zip tie up here in these arms, like this. And I like to try to put it up on top of the solder joints, but it tends to be kind of hard because the arm gets thicker up here. So I think I've already zipped this damn thing too tight to get it on there, or maybe not. Maybe it's just right. Maybe it's just right. No, it ain't. It's not. So I'm just gonna settle and pull one of those, and hopefully that won't slide down the arm. All right. Next, we need another piece of VHB. Hinks. Mavic Havoc says, on your Fiverr page under drone build specs section, do you spec out the components to your rig glide, or do you spec out what people ask for, like if someone was a DJI pilot? Would you be able to help them out? I wouldn't necessarily be able to like make super confident suggestions as to which DJI camera to go with, but I can certainly suggest Air Unit versus Caddx Vista, and then you pick whatever camera you want. Basically, the way that Fiverr gig works is that I have a whole bunch of questions that I rattle off to you about how you fly, where you fly, what the intended use of the rig is going to be, who's your favorite pilot, all kinds of stuff like that, so that I can really figure out what the best possible setup would be for you specifically. And then I can suggest the specific parts that are going to work best for you. And yeah, in terms of DJI, like I have no experience there, but I don't really think there are many options, right? There's like 2 cameras that you can get right now. So you'd have to pick that out for yourself, but the entire rest of the rig I can definitely help out with. ESC, flight controller, all that good stuff. I mean, to be really honest, like even when people have me help them build analog rigs, I don't really make a suggestion on the camera because the camera is a fiercely personal choice. The camera that I like, there's very little chance that that'll be the camera that you guys like. So I usually leave the camera selection totally up to you. You just jump on YouTube. There's a million review videos out there. Watch a bunch of them. Pick whichever one you think looks the best, and away you go. The real value of the build planning is me helping you pick the right frame, pick the right flight controller, the right ESC, the right motors, the right propellers, that kind of stuff. That's really where the value is on my build planning service over on Fiverr. If I'm honest. June Loco says, "What GPS are you using?" This is the Goku V1, and I'm specifically running it off 5-volt so that it blows up so that I can get a V2. Athix says, "What is the big difference between the Glide and the Prototype 5?" Oh my God, everything. I mean, it's just a completely different frame. The Prototype 5 was designed more around being able to run an AIO, all-in-one ESC and flight controller, which I just think is absolutely asinine. And I think Bob has kind of come around to my point of view on that one. Now that all of the iFlight beasts are starting to catch on fire, and we literally have no AIO that's even remotely reliable, from what I've heard and read and seen. The Prototype 5 was also kind of designed to manage vibrations a little bit better, but I've not had any issues with that on the Glide. The Glide does a really good job managing vibes as it is, so I'm totally happy with that. The Prototype 5 does not allow you to adjust your standoff height, so you're stuck with the, I believe, 23mm standoffs because of the vertical camera plates. And what else? I really don't like the battery strap locations on the Prototype 5. With the Tattoo R-Line 1050s, the one battery strap is too far forward, the other battery strap is too far rearward. It doesn't really do a great job holding the battery in. Those are my main complaints about the Prototype 5. It's a great frame, but it's kind of specific. I think it's kind of specific for DJI pilots, mainly ones that are looking to use the air unit. I think that's really the main selling point of the Prototype 5 is if you're looking to use the air unit. Outside of that, I don't really know who it's for, if I'm honest with you guys. But lots of people like it, and it does deal with vibes a little bit better than the Glide. So if you're running a Glide frame and you're not able to get the PID tune cranked up as much as you want, maybe the Prototype 5 is a good option for you. It's not the frame for me though. I'm much happier with the Glide frame. But to each their own. Oh, I cranked that on too tight. That was stupid. Yeah, that's way too tight. I forgot my own rule. Okay. Mavic Havoc says, would a long-range rig be in your wheelhouse for mountain surfing? Not really, to be honest, Mavic. Not really. Daniel Maurer would actually be a better resource for that. And he's got his own Fiverr page where he does... wow, the words just completely left my brain. And they're not coming back. Okay. He does many things. He does FPV mentoring. There we go. The words came back. But in addition to FPV mentoring, he flies long range, so he's in that world. So he'll be able to give you better suggestions than me. The biggest that I've built is 6-inch, and it's a 6-inch rig. It was a 6-inch rig designed around chasing, not around long range. Specifically like chasing subjects, cars, motorcycles, shit like that. And that's really not a long range rig. Long range rigs are fairly specific, so I don't really have a good feel for what the right motor is, what the right propeller is for hardcore long range. So yeah, Daniel might be able to help you out a little bit more there. I'm sure that he can just create a custom gig real quick on Fiverr, and help you out. God damn it! Come on. Well, that should be okay actually. And last, I need to grab an extra one. "20 minutes from now, Bot Grinder's going on. You guys should all go watch him and enjoy your Friday night with some FPV edits. I'm gonna go on a date. What do you think of that, world? Your boy is back. Back on his feet, living life, loving life. Good time, man. This is going to be, the rest of this year is going to be fan-fucking-tastic. Excited. Full of piss, full of vinegar, you know. You know how I do. I wake up in the morning, get out of bed, just piss some excellence. Just piss it all over the place. I don't even use the toilet because I'm peeing excellence, so I might as well just spray it all over the house. Some people don't understand, but those people can suck it. I don't even remember which of Ferrell's movies that's from. Is that the NASCAR movie? I think that's from the NASCAR movie, isn't it? Athix says, would you try Bob's Hex? Probably not, unless it's just like absolute magic. But I've got like over 20 builds that are waiting to be done. So I can't really, like, unless something is like absolutely extraordinary, I really can't dive into it like that and just start building. I really need to. I got so many fucking builds that need to get done. It's absolutely insane. All right, everything looks pretty good. Pretty solid. Let's see how this camera is sitting in here. Ooh, it's about right. Just about right. I'm going to push it down just a little bit more on the standoffs. There we go. And there we go. I think that was a little bit much, so let me lift it back up. Yeah, it was a bit much. There we go. That should be just about right on that side. And yeah, that's better. That's better. Oh, nope, too much again. Come on. Inexact science getting these TPU camera loops lined up, but I mean it's good to go. Now we're all set. All right, so let's see what this thing looks like. The top plate on it. Look at that glossy ass top plate. Oh my god. Jason Crabtree digs the new mat. I think I do too, Jason. It's nice, man. It looks cool. I can't believe how cool it looks on this overhead camera. Athix says his 6-motor tricopter. It was Talladega Nights. Yeah. Thank you, Jackalope. Chris Croft says, playing some Velociter on Freestyle Pack and listening to CiottiFPV. FPV Trucker says, I need some 6-inch arms for a Bangkok frame from Flight Club. Is there somewhere that can cut a set for me? Flight Club is no more. Yeah, I mean, if you can get a file to any of the carbon fiber companies, they'll totally cut them. The carbon fiber company that I've worked with before, CNC Madness, is up in Canada. They're okay. They're easy to work with. Most of the other carbon fiber companies are overseas, which has the potential to be a real communication nightmare. But yeah, if you can, like I said, if you can get the 3D file, get it over to CNC Madness, and they'll totally cut you a sheet. You probably want to get a whole sheet. If you just ask him for like one set of arms, it's going to cost a fortune. If you ask him for an entire sheet of arms, the per arm cost is going to come way the hell down. But just talk to him. Just like explain to him what you're doing, and they'll hook you up. So this is actually a 20-degree GoPro mount that I'm putting on here right now. I'm not really sure why. I guess maybe I want to fart around with... I know why I'm doing this. I want to see if there is truly no prop in view with a 20-degree mount with these dead cat arms. That's why I'm doing this. There's a method to my madness. Not much of a method, but at least a little bit. A little bit. So here we have it. I need to put grip on the top plate. But yeah, cinematic glide, good to go. I also need to put a little piece of or a little zip tie around the base of the antenna. But there we go. That's the cinematic glide. It is done. It is dead cat as a motherfucker. Look at that. Look at those front arms compared to the rear arms. Look at that gloss, man. Are you kidding me? Look how good that looks. Big long dong antenna. Dong, 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 da dong, 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 da dong, dong, dong. Okay. So yeah, there it is, boys and girls. I also need to figure out what the hell's going on. Well, now this motor's completely fine. Okay. Great. I'll take the bell off and see if there's anything up in there. A little bit of sand or a little piece of metal or something. Yeah, it's totally fine now. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Now it's locked up again. Yeah, there's something in there. There's something rubbing. To remind myself, let me actually kick this bell off right now. And cool. I'm going to end the stream a little bit early here. Frank, no. Wiring shorts don't. When a motor has a wiring short, it doesn't lock up. It's a whole different kind of lockup. It's hard to explain, but yeah, it's night and day. This is something physically in here. Or these are the motors that I doubled up the washers, so that could be it. Could be because there was a little bit too much washer in here, but I don't think so. I think there's a piece of dirt up in here. Let's see. Wouldn't be able to figure this out without this 5X loop. I'll tell you what, with an H and a W. I'll tell you what. There it is. A little piece of grit or some shit up in there. That should be better. Dong, da dong, dong, dong. Stator looks okay. Top bearing looks okay. Let's see how it is. Get on there, shitter. Get down. What? Why? There we go. Alright, let's just give it a bunch of spins. Spin, 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 spin. Never got a chance to build it, Envy of the Birds. It's still sitting up there. It's the main problem with it is that the arms don't lock up. The person that designed it said just jam something in the center between the arms, and like that'll kind of work, but there's just so many other frames that need some love, including like prototype ones and shit like that from like known companies. So yeah. All right, yeah, we're good. There was just a little piece of something in there. BeepTube says, get a GPS holder that threads under your battery strap, or maybe put it on an arm. You mean like this? That's the plan for this GPS, is for it to just go up on the battery strap, so it'll sit up here like this, roughly like that. I just hope it looks like this cable is just about long enough, so that's kind of cool. Might not need any extra retention. But yeah, so I'll throw some battery straps on this and piece of grip, and it'll be done. But for now, and I don't even need to tune the damn thing, because this squid, this electronics package came out of the Prototype 5 that I had built, so it's all tuned and ready to go. Let me get caught up on chat, and I'm going to shut it down here, boys and girls, so that you have a couple of minutes to get high before Bot Grinder stream. Jackal, we got that. We got that. Beep Tubes, we got that. And we got that. Beep Tube says, nice. Weirdo with a skateboard is in the house. He says, oi, oi. How's it going, lad? Am bored as fuck because I've been editing for the past 3 hours. But like the shit type, like watching an hour of footage and splitting the hood bit from the shit. But like the shit type, like watching an hour of footage and splitting the hood bit from the shit. Oh, I got it. Got it. Stay off that horse paste, indeed, BeepTube. Nice, weirdo. Keep editing. It sucks. Everybody hates it, but we all just have to do it. I think I got everybody in the chat. If you have any last-minute questions, drop them in the chat quickly, because we about to get shut off here. Let me find something for you guys to watch on the way out. State Farm? Oh, that was fun like shit this day. I don't want anybody to see that. Tiny Whoop? Nah. Tiny Whoop? Oh. Oh! I don't think I've ever played this before. This is when it was cold. Ooh, this will be fun. Okay, yeah, a little bit of treetop surfing. Cool. Weirdo with a Skateboard says, what times are you streaming? I'm gonna try to catch more streams. Right there. Right there, brother. Sunday at 3, Monday at 10, Wednesday at 8, Friday at 7. Thank you, Jason. And it's with my girlfriend, so it's all good. It's not like a first date or anything like that. Here comes some long range. The closest thing that I'll ever do to long range. I hope you guys have an awesome night as well. I know I will. Here comes some Epidemic Sounds music and some treetop surfing, and I will see you guys. Patrons, maybe I'll see you tomorrow for a Patreon-only stream. Everybody else, if you want to join in on that, it's $3 whole. Head over to CiottiFPV.com and hit the Patreon button, and you'll get invited to the patron-only streams. Or I'll see you guys Sunday at 3 o'clock for, I don't know what we'll do Sunday. We'll do something fun, though. Here's some flying. Love you guys. Have an awesome Friday night. CiottiFPV.com if you want me to keep bringing you this beautiful bean footage content. Later. Trying to find where I took off. Not finding it. This is good. This song sucks. Let's go to the next song. Missed it. Here we go. All right, long range mission, engage. See you guys tomorrow or Sunday.